yeah. Now tune in to the motivated, underrated legends of Atlanta, you heard?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mula the podcast, we in the building, baby. What's going on, man? Tebow Sosa, I'm checking in, man. You already know what's going on and how we get down, man. It's Mula the podcast. I know y'all niggas got an IG out there, so follow me right now. It is TBO.SOSA. I got Nat Moss with me. Let me introduce her. So what's up?
What's up? I'm Nat Moss. You can follow me on Instagram at NATT_MOSS. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mula the Podcast on YouTube. Follow our Instagram, Mula Podcast. And yes, today we have a hot interview coming from Trap Goku. He is all the way from Los Angeles.
Hey, in the building.
He has new music to share with us and plenty more details on
for
all
sure,
of
yeah.
that.
Grab that mic, big homie.
Let us know.
Thank you. Appreciate
So
you
go
guys
ahead.
having me.
Yeah, for sure. Introduce yourself to the world.
So what's up, everybody? If you don't know, now you know. It's your boy Trap Goku.
Trap Goku in the building.
Yes, sir. From L.A.
That's what's up, though. So welcome to the A, bro. You just visited this?
Yeah, so we just got in yesterday. So we should doing some shots, little runs and things.
Okay.
And then my videographer been with us the whole time.
Hell
so
yeah.
Just been filming, just trying to put out as much content and just stack up that bundle. You know what I mean?
For sure. Well, welcome to the ATL. I got to say it to everyone who walks through this show. You know what I'm saying? We the mecca of hip-hop right now. We popping, we lit. And, you know, everybody wants to be down here, you know what I'm saying? So salute to you for making it down here. This show is called Mula the Podcast, and it stands for Motivated, Underrated Legends of Atlanta. But you're in Atlanta, so we're just going to say Motivated, Underrated Legend in Atlanta. You feel me?
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure, man. Welcome to the A. So
Good living.
how was it in Compton, to be exact?
Yeah, so like that's where I'm originally from. So like my mom from Compton, my dad from Inglewood. So like went to church, did all that growing up, usher
Hell
on
yeah.
that side, and then just bounced around different parts of LA. So you know what I mean. Then,
Yeah.
like, I lived in like East LA. Well, I mean, I'm talking like you guys actually know.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
like,
I'm
but
like,
it's like
what?
LA, but like LA is big. So think of the easy way to
Super
explain it is
big.
think of it like how like New York got boroughs. So it's just like sides to LA.
Gotcha.
And then it's like I just lived on like all
But it's a
sides
lot
of
of
LA.
them, so it's like it's probably 6 or 7.
Yeah, it's like it's a lot. Like LA County is big. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like there's a lot of places that like people we always make jokes like people think Disneyland is in LA, but like Disneyland's not in LA. It's like an hour south of LA. It's
Oh,
in
okay.
Orange County.
Orange
But
County.
yeah,
Okay.
but everybody be like, "Oh, I'm in LA." And they'll call me and be like, "Oh, what's
course.
up? Let's link. Where you at?" And they be like, "I'm at Disneyland." I'll be like, "Nah, bro, like you're an hour south."
That's
You
how they
can
do in
come up."
Atlanta. You know, they'll be at Cumberland Mall or they'll be at
That's
South
true.
Lake Mall. Like, yeah, I'm in the ATL, bro. Yeah. Nah, bro, you in your city
Like
right
an
now.
hour out.
You in your city right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel it though. Even you got San Fran out there. Yeah, you know, you got
Yeah, that's
all
way
across.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
way far.
the
That's
whole
like
state.
6-7 hours from LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the Bay
North
Area.
side.
Yeah, that's big. Like
So like, what's the
between-
capital of California? I'm sorry, I don't be over there too often. Like,
Nah, I think it's Sacramento. That's me.
I'm like, like that's a good
Yeah.
question. Sacramento,
I-
okay.
I
Like,
think if I get that wrong, sorry everybody. But
Yeah,
I
right.
think, I think it's Sacramento.
it's just that big though. That's just to compare how big it is and how many popping places, locations are there. Like, I
Right.
don't know if there's cities or counties like Orange County, but it's just a lot.
It probably takes about 10 hours to drive from the bottom to the top.
To the
of
top.
state.
It's I would say probably a little bit longer. Just to get through LA alone is terrible.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like LA. So like I would live 20 miles in East LA, and it'll take 20 miles to get to West LA, and 20 miles shouldn't take you like no more than 30 minutes. But in LA,
Yeah,
it's like an
right.
hour and a half.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like you got to leave 2 hours early, and sometimes you're
too
still
packed.
15, 20 minutes late. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
everybody. Be
And the traffic's crazy, huh?
It's terrible. Can't nobody drive up there.
Oh man, it's getting bad here, and you know, pandemic it had loosened up a little bit, but now that we're declining on the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? People getting out more, sun's out more. Today traffic was ridiculous.
Nah, that's
All
real.
Star Weekend, we was almost gridlocked. I know I was in traffic for an hour one time.
Yeah.
All Star
Yeah,
Weekend.
it was too
So
much.
I don't know if it's that people can't drive or is it just too many people in these locations.
I think it's just overpopulated. It's like it's
Mix
just
it,
too
yeah.
much in one
Yeah.
area.
Mix all that and everything.
Yeah,
It's
for
really
sure.
diverse in LA too. That's the thing I like about it. It's just like you can go to if you want to get some Spanish food, boom, you know the strip where all the
Right.
Hispanic food is. If you want to get some soul food, you know, Roscoe's, this and that, all that good stuff. What was it like in the neighborhood that you grew up in?
It was like it's good. It's the way I can explain it is like it's all good until everybody reaches like a certain age, and then it's like so like it'd be like your friends and like little league and like stuff like that. But then once you get like 6th, 7th, 8th grade, then like you see people start choosing sides or whatever, then that's when it's like, okay, your friend who used to have Ninja Turtle games with and stuff, you can't go to his house no more.
Right.
Wow.
Because now he messing with them. But then it's like you just learn, and it's just a bunch of like foolishness nonsense. But it's like on the plus side, like it's a lot of cool stuff. Like we got like a cool culture out there. So it's like we got like all my boys doing Compton bike life and stuff. So they be like riding out there, Willie's on the freeway,
Bike
taking
life,
care of
yeah.
everything.
So much
it's
to
like,
do.
yeah.
Like if you don't have
Yeah, I
nothing to
believe
do in LA, you just go outside, go to the park, sit in the walk on a beach. It's like so much to do there. I know you're talking about 8th grade. I think you said something about you having a tattoo. That's kind of young for. So what were you doing in the 8th grade if you had a tattoo already?
So it started where in 7th grade I had lost one of my close friends, and then like going in the 8th grade I lost my grandpa. So then I was like, oh man, I'm about to get tatted. So
Wow.
and I was about to just get blasted, and my mom was like, no, you can't do it. You're not going up the block to get tatted
That's
by
crazy.
them. And I'm like, I'm doing it. And she was like, I'll make you a deal. She was like, if you let me pick the tattoo, I'll take you to get it, and you could get it professionally done, and we'll
Nice.
find a shop for you, and you're not just gonna let.
So that's
such
like
and such
14.
At the discount
That's like
mall.
14, 15, right?
But it's cool. I thought, can I
No,
cuss?
Yeah,
that's
hell
12.
yeah. Hell yeah.
8th grade
I-
is like 12, 13.
I thought it was hot shit because
14.
going
Yeah.
into freshman year, like
Yeah.
I was the only person blasted at the
In
time.
high school,
so,
yeah.
So I was like,
You
like I'm
showing
ahead
it
of the
off.
game. So
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all can't fuck with me.
For
and then
sure.
it just started just going like further and further along.
So at that age, your parent can like come in and consent for you to get a tattoo?
I mean, like I don't want to like give out the whole thing
Right.
out, but it's like you could wiggle. There's some wiggle
Yeah, you can
room
wiggle
to do
around
what
for
you
sure.
do.
I mean, you know, pull up at the crib and tattoo your son.
now,
I got you.
A lot of shops out there, what they'll do is they limit you to like what you can't get tatted where it could be seen. Like you gotta
okay.
have it where you can get it hidden, so that way it's a little bit easier and it don't come back on them type stuff.
Got you.
Yeah,
So this your first time in the ATL?
yeah.
How is it
Okay.
so far? So I know you only been down here how long?
Today would be like the
Today.
second day, but yesterday was like the travel day. You know what I mean? So like,
Got you.
and we just did a lot of filming and just kind of just kicked it and just been trying to eat as much food out here that I can't eat back home.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You got to get some soul food. I'm going to go
Yeah.
ahead and tell you now. Go to Big Daddy's, bro.
Okay.
Mary
Get the pork
Matt's.
chops.
Okay.
Go to Mary
You better
Matt's.
Write this down.
Big Daddy's, bro.
Every time
Get
we
the
get
pork
hungry, we don't know
chops.
what to get.
That's some good soul food. That's hit and go to Atlanta Station. It's a lot of dope shit to do.
Yeah.
You picked a dope weekend,
Edgewood.
though. Yeah,
Tonight
Edgewood.
on Edgewood.
Yeah. But you picked a dope weekend though, cause it's super nice out. You know what I'm saying? You gonna enjoy the girls, the big booties, the sun dresses are out today, so you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be a good time.
Facts.
So musically wise though, let's get back into the music. How long you been rapping?
I've been rapping for about like 2 years now. I say.
Okay.
Like, yeah, really like trying to go ahead and make something happen and do everything.
For
I just, like engineer and stuff.
2 years of being serious, like 2
Well,
years.
nah, I was like engineering. So then like, and I just got tired of engineering because I felt everybody else engineering sucked.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, if this is what they doing and this is the money they make, I'm like, I can do this shit too because y'all
Yeah,
niggas
easy.
whack.
Do you mix and master your own
Yeah.
music?
No, so that I don't. I do it for other people. I'm like, I am the worst person for myself. Like I'm my own like worst hurdle because I'm such a perfectionist that everything I make,
You
I
can't
hate
just-
it.
can't
So
ever
every time I
finish
go
it.
to the song, like the studio, I hate everything I've made prior to that studio session, and I want to like delete all my stuff. So it's like I can't really sit in front of it because I won't do
I was
it.
just saying that creatives are so indecisive. It's like never good enough for us. It's like, oh, do we want to put it out? Do we want to share? Do we want to?
So what's your creative process though?
Um,
So like, are you like writing your music down, or are you?
It depends honestly on like what the beat is and what I want to say. But it's like I have certain songs that I really want to come across or like tell a story or really like highlight something. But outside of that, it's like I don't listen to beats until I get to the studio. Like we had a session last night from like 10 to 4 or some shit. And
Okay.
it's like I didn't listen to none of the beats until we got there.
Dope.
And then it's like once I hear the beat, then it's like I just do like rough drafts. So then it's like I catch my vibe, you know what I mean? And then I just do a rough draft for the song. And then
Okay.
if I like it like a couple days later when I'm sober and I'm not as geeked as I was,
Yeah.
then it's like, all right, now this could possibly be something. Now let's work on this and like take it from there.
For sure.
And then if I listen to it and I hate it and I don't know what the hell I was on, but this is doo-doo. And then I just go back and just repeat the process again until
Do
I
you
feel
trash
like
that song?
I personally trash them, but my engineer don't. Like
Gotcha.
I be like
So
in a
you
good
just
way
in
though,
case.
because he
Yes.
be like, nah, this is good. Like
Yeah.
you tripping, like you know what I mean. Like you never know, but I'll be like, nah, bro, this
Yeah.
not it. This
You never
not
know,
it.
cause you could pop off and then you know what I'm saying.
They want that extra.
Yeah.
They
I'm
want more.
Glad
Mm-hmm.
he did that actually. If you're listening, shout out to Q, my engineer, because last time I broke my phone and I had to go back to the studio, I ended up getting all my music back.
Oh,
So
dope.
then I was like, all right, like good
Lucky.
thing you didn't trash the stuff that I was trashing. 'Cause I
Yeah.
didn't have nothing. And I had more songs that he sent me that I forgot I even made.
That's what's
So
up.
I'm like, yes. I'm like, all right, cool.
You got to keep dope people around like that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And what's your reasoning for waiting for the beats selection till you get there? Is it because it kind of gets tiring hearing it over and over and over and over?
That is a big factor, but it's also sometimes when you hear stuff, even like if I'm making beats or whatever the case is, and you hear a beat, you start freestyling, at least for me, and you get a preemptive pattern or tone or
stuck
cadence
in your head and you can't get out of that.
Exactly, and I don't want to limit myself creative-wise, so I
makes
want to see
sense.
what I come up with like at that time.
That's lit.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, definitely.
So you got any inspirations? Like anybody influence you to start rapping? Like it could be musically, it could be personal.
Music-wise, like R.I.P. Nip.
Yeah,
and DMX.
Okay, any personals?
Yeah. Oh, and Lil Wayne the Great to me.
Oh yeah, for sure, most definitely.
Lil Wayne,
So any personal influences?
Rapping, nah.
Okay.
Nah, like my uncle used to be a rapper and shit.
Okay.
Like back in the day, he was signed to Death Row. Actually, he put out an album, but like I was young, so like.
He said he was signed to Death Row?
Yeah, he put out
What
one
was
album.
his
MCM.
artist? MCM?
Yeah.
Nice,
He put
that's
out a
hard.
Christmas album under Death Row.
Hey, he put out a Christmas album.
Yeah.
Damn, that's what's up. That's
Chris
dope.
Kringle is
That
a
goes
black
back
man.
far.
Shout out my uncle Marcus.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's hard.
different.
Yeah.
So we were talking and you said your best friend. I mean, no, not your best friend. Somebody you got locked up.
Yeah, like on it was like my best friend's time. Like just on, when shit happened.
Yeah, I know if your
like,
cousin or your best friend.
Yeah, nah, it's just my listeners just do all your dirt on your lonely if you're gonna do some shit. You know what I mean? Because it's like seeing co-defendants and people on paperwork and like when you really see that shit in writing, it really put like a different perspective.
Hell
You know what I mean?
yeah, hell yeah. Because they all rap about it, but when it happens to you and or someone around you, it shit gets serious.
Yeah, and it's just like for dumb shit, and it's like just weird. Like and that whole situation, like the dumbest part about it to me, which was so whack, was like I didn't even get caught. So like he got caught. So like I was free. Yeah, like I never got
It's
caught.
like
crazy.
Yeah, I got away just chilling, cooling, and then like nobody ever came. So like the first couple of days, I'm tweaking. So I'm like looking outside the crib like all day,
Paranoid.
like Then I'm like, oh, I'm cool, nigga, like I'm good. Then like a month later, that nigga called me and was like, we gotta talk, and I'm like, this nigga weird. And then 3 days later, I got like a stack. Like when they mailed me my shit, it was like a stack, like on everything. It was like 7-8 pages. It just charges and shit.
Damn.
And I was like, all right. I was like, all right.
So pretty much you had they took you down with them.
I mean, he got out, and then like I ended up, I got my lawyer and shit, beat the case, and then did house arrest and shit. You know what I mean? And then just cool it, and then but that shit expensive, and that's the shit that really tell you going in.
Yeah,
So,
all they want is money. I
was
feel like
$30
all they
a
want is
day.
somebody to pin it on. If they had him already, it's like, damn, why you gotta?
Yeah, but it's like, you win some, you lose some.
That's
true.
true.
Being young, dumbass mistakes and stuff.
That's
Dumbass
true.
shit.
You can't blame yourself when you know.
So is it easy to get in trouble out there in LA?
Yeah, it's easy to get in trouble just because of like the way it is. Like I always like I love the YG saying to stay dangerous. Because it's like that's really how it is.
Because it's definitely gang infested, you know what I'm saying? It's heavy out there. Like, I know we got gangs down here, but it's almost to the point where you can't even wear what you want to wear. Is it still like that?
Yeah, it's for sure like that still. So it's like you got to be mindful. So it's like from being like a LA nigga myself, like we can see generally like if somebody's not from LA, generally based off how they dress, because it'll be that they wearing something that they shouldn't be wearing in the wrong neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? Whether it be a color team, whatever the case may be. And generally people from that area, where you're going. So it's like, why would you go over here antagonizing these people? If you have no business being over here.
For sure.
But it's like, it's not that like, it's just like it's easy to get just wrapped into it because it's a small world, and then it's like people don't even realize it's like from Beverly Hills to the hood, it's like 10 minutes up the street.
Yeah, because even that Pop Smoke shit to me was like, damn, nobody need to go out there, do they? Like,
I mean, that's unfortunate. RP Pop Smoke,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure,
It's
that
like,
shit was terrible.
yeah, it's just that, but it's just, I don't know, it's just how it is.
Yeah, because I always hear people saying, check in, you got to check
Yeah,
in.
for
But
sure.
it's like some people don't even know how to, it's like, who do you go to? I mean, me as a female, I don't think I got to worry about that. I'm gonna be, living
Well, they
it up
should
in
know.
LA.
If you in the gang, you should know who you got to
But-
check in with.
Yeah, a lot of that it'd be because.
But what if you're not in a gang, but you're a dude that's going to wear an antagonizing type of stereotypical Yankee or, what did you say? The Houston Rockets is another
Or
one
like-
that is like,
like-
let's not go there.
Yeah,
I'm writing this down. I'm going to.
yeah, it's just you know
Noted.
exactly like so. It's like if that's your area and your team, you know what I mean. Just depending on where you are and who you rock with, the colors and everything. But it's more or less it's like if somebody's from out of town, let's just say just an out of town rapper just comes in and he's just wearing whatever. Nobody's like pressing him. There's no issue with that. The issue with those guys, I believe that like the gang members that have a problem with them, I believe the issue is when like guys are out of the state claiming things that they've never really been a part of or seen.
And the
then it's
LA
like
culture.
yeah, correct. Or like whatever some guys like they say it's called like false flagging. So some guys will like they were false flag or whatever the case may be, and then that's when like some of the checking or extortion comes in from whatever. But it's like because those guys like they put their life on the line for what they believe in, you know?
That just
yeah.
made
So
me
it's like,
think of the Soldier Boy situation when he was walking in the street and he had his phone and he's recording and he's like, yeah. And then he leaned on some dude and he's
And
like,
he's
get
your ass
off
off
me.
me.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I remember that.
That was funny.
He was like, I think he was saying some shit like, "You fuck with Soldier Boy." Tell you fuck with Soldier Boy. He was like, "Get the fuck off me, bro. You don't know."
That's funny.
That's
funny.
embarrassing.
That is super embarrassing. But
That's real,
yeah,
though.
I'm pretty sure it's pretty gangster and dangerous out there.
I mean, yeah, you can, like you said, you can avoid it. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like it's all in your face, but it's at the same time, it is all in your face, and it's like it's easy to get wrapped into it. You just got to just maneuver the right way and just, like, I tell everybody, just be real and just understand who you are and what you are.
Yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
be
Like, if
yourself,
you're
like-
yeah, that's exactly, like, don't be out to try to claim something.
Some
if
shit you
know,
ain't
it's
about.
Like, yeah, so it's like, and I think that's what, like I said, like, the gang members really taking offense to,
Hell
because that's,
yeah.
like,
Hell yeah.
they're really losing people every day
For
over
sure.
it. And then these guys are just talking about it, and they're using it to gain clout off
Especially
of
in
the
the
work that they're
music.
doing.
Especially in the
Yeah,
music.
Especially with
So
the
then-
lingo. I hate
Yeah.
going places and then they like, yeah, come, we going to the biddy. And it's like, why are you saying things with the B word in front of it? And you don't even, you know, you're
what the fuck
not.
that's about.
Correct.
Like,
Yeah,
just
it's little
say
stuff.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit
little
like
stuff
that.
like that.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you trying to prove here?
Yeah, and then not knowing like who's around and little stuff. Yeah, and then that's it. But,
Exactly.
so,
That's the main thing. It's
yeah.
like you're saying this and you don't know who's around that might have ties to something else. It's like that's not cool unless you're actually about that.
That you about that life.
Yeah.
Straight
yeah,
up, though.
exactly, and that's where like all of that comes in. But it's
Yeah.
like I'm from LA, but I don't be like trying to wolf and talk a bunch
Yeah.
of shit and be trying to
Yeah.
be something like everybody. I just be cool.
So
I
when
be
it comes
kicking
to
back,
music content, what where do you get the context for your lyrics? Is it like more party music? Is it more like real life experiences?
Was it about some
Or is it-
bitches? You know
It's
what I'm saying?
it's a mix of all because like I do a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like I'll rap about situations that I've been in personally. I'll rap about shit that I've just seen just because being around and just seeing things happen to people. You know what I mean? But it's like I just try to draw off of like real life things. I don't really try to like put a bunch of fake shit in my music
Hell yeah.
and stuff. So that's why like if people like I don't really like talk about a bunch of like wild shit, you know, because I don't really do like that type of wild shit yet. Like I'm not on like that, so I'm not leaving in Porsches and coming in jets and
He
shit.
said
type
yet.
shit.
So,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
feel him.
Yeah.
I
But
feel
right now
him.
it's
He's
the
ready
Uber
for
and
it,
Turo
though.
back and forth, but you know we're gonna work
Yeah.
our way up. But it's like so.
So how you feel about the TikTok music? Like this
I
hype
don't
craze?
understand it honestly, because
Yeah.
like, I be telling my managers
He a little
like,
baffled. Like I just don't
people
get it.
hit me up like I got 250,000 on TikTok and they got 300 followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
for
how?
sure.
Yeah, like all the
Yeah.
time. And I'm like, where's your
Damn.
transfer? Like this, like why would I want to work with you? I don't care about your TikTok. If you got your Instagram is like not
Right,
popping,
That's
like that don't make no sense.
confusing.
Yeah.
It's like, are
Yeah.
you good or are you not?
And
Or
yeah,
are
and it
you,
throws me
hype?
off.
And I don't like the hype shit. Like
I've
I'm not
never-
hyping shit. Like I'm not on no hype wave. None of that. I like to actually fuck with it, but
Mhm.
it be like that.
So I was listening to some of your music, doing my research, you know. The song I liked the most was Three Ninjas. Did you expect
you.
that?
No, I actually didn't. I find it funny for this. I hate that song.
Really?
That's one of my least favorite songs. Like,
That was on some different shit. It was like some old school, futuristic Lil B type of.
Damn,
We
I
Can
remember
Go
the bass
Down.
guy.
yeah,
Y'all
Yeah,
remember
shout
that
out
song?
Bass
We
God.
Can
I remember the
Go
Bass God.
Down.
that's I appreciate that a lot. You know what I mean? It's just a funny one.
Yeah, it's like when people try to sing nowadays, it's like you don't have to be the best singer. A lot of times when you aren't the best singer and you just do raw vocals, it's like people can respect it because you tried to do it. I was mentioning a song I heard Missy Elliott featuring Beyonce. It was a song they had in 1998. And Missy, she's a rapper, like, but she sang on the track with Beyonce, and it was just raw vocals. Like, they didn't put no auto-tune. They didn't try to jazz it up. And it was just like, okay, you could respect this because she had the balls to do it, you
for
know?
Sure. Hell yeah.
And that song, Three Ninjas, like, the melody carries it. It's something that, you know, people could sing along to. So I fuck with that. What are you working
Thank you,
on
I
now?
appreciate that.
No problem.
Well, hold on. Why you don't like it?
It sounded way better in my head when I did it than when I heard it. And when I heard the beat, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be the next best thing. And as soon as I was doing it, I was like, next. And then they was like, nah,
so
you
that was
gotta
one of the
finish
ones
it.
you
gotta
trashed.
finish it. And it's like, nah, like trust me. And then I didn't even want to shoot the
It's
video for
hard,
it.
though.
And they're like, no, you gotta do it. And I was like,
Yeah, because they
all right.
fucking with it.
It's
Yeah.
not where we are in music now, but I could see where
That's
that's
dope.
where it's going. You
I
know?
appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. So what are you working on lately?
So just been taste testing a lot of different singles and stuff. I've been like preparing like a project, but I'm sitting on like so much archives of music right now that I'm still kind of taste test. So like I kind of go to SoundCloud first and then see what catches and what doesn't.
Okay.
And then if it does kind of decent on SoundCloud, then it's like, okay, maybe this is like something I should look into.
That's
And
crazy
then
that
if it-
SoundCloud's still a thing, because I ain't gonna lie, I dubbed it a long time ago. But even earlier this week, someone was telling me I need to get back on SoundCloud. So,
They started paying on SoundCloud.
yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
So, SoundCloud is what you put it on first.
Correct.
Is that what core of your followers listen to your music at?
I don't necessarily think so. I have a pretty decent solid fan base that transitions from like my Instagram versus like the SoundCloud listeners.
Okay.
And then it's just from like different Spotify playlists and just promotion on my Instagram and just stuff, you know what I mean? But it's like, oh yeah, shout out to
Playlist.
Nat as well. Yeah, thank you for the
Okay.
playlist as well.
It's
Holla
lit.
at you, go
And
holla.
then, but it's just a little bit different. I don't know. I think it's just easier. Like
Yeah.
I think more of a worldwide spectrum,
Got
more
you.
so because it's like when
Reach
I look at
reach
my
a
analytics,
broader audience.
yeah, it's like it'd be like guys like in Estonia and like random places
Where?
and stuff. Like yeah, I had
Exactly,
to Google
though.
it. Yeah, and it was a hard producer who was like sending me beats, and it was always funny because like the way that the currency exchange worked. So it'd be like $30, but like over there at the time that was like a lot. So
Yeah.
he'd be like new kid on the block. So I'm like, damn, bro, that is $30.
wow.
So it's like
Sure.
so I was like, I get all the beats in the world.
Yeah, back
So,
in 2014,
yeah, so-
yeah,
Load
me
SoundCloud
up.
was
Yeah,
the-
for
yeah.
real. It's like if I say you 60, he said like 40 beats. I'm like, what? Yeah,
Wow.
he was like, you have all exclusives. I'm like, bro, you the band.
Damn.
And I was like,
Estonia, we
yeah.
could go over there
So-
and ball out.
yeah, so I was like, bro, that's what's up. Man. But
That's
that was-
different.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Well, that's dope, man. So, shit, nice to meet you and shit. You know what I'm saying? I need you to come back to the A more often, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's your first time or your last. I hope it's not.
Not for sure. It's been nothing but love and everything out here, so I for sure want to start popping out a lot more.
Hell yeah. Well, I
Appreciate
definitely want to
y'all.
get you out this weekend for sure. We got Edgewood for sure. So we're going to really tap in, let you know how the lifestyle, the night lifestyle is.
For sure.
Because that's what Atlanta's mostly about, the nightlife. So tell everybody where to follow you at again, though.
Okay, yeah, I'm on IG at Trap Goku. That's TRVPGOKU. And on SoundCloud, that's Smokers Only. SMOCHASONLY.
You got any shout-outs, man? You know, any family, friends, partners?
Just shout out all my people and everybody that's been rocking with me since day one.
Okay, cool then. Salute. Nat,
I'm
take
gonna
us
make
away.
a shout out to my grandma. It's her birthday. Abuela, te quiero.
What's up, Gramps?
Follow me, Nat Moss, on IG, on everything, Twitter.
Dude's like, what she
No,
say?
not Twitter. I don't use Twitter. No,
Not
just
SoundCloud
no,
either?
not SoundCloud. I don't want to give that one out.
All right,
They not ready.
so-
They not ready. Follow Mula the podcast. Mula
Hey, it's lit.
podcast on Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tebow, take us out of here.
Super host Tebow Sosa in the building, man, hosting some of the latest events in the ATL. If you've never been to Bonfire ATL, I need you to pull up. Spring and summer is here. The sun's out. Buns is out. So I need you to get out in the weekend and party with the kid. If you got IG, though, follow me ASAP. It is TBO.SOSA. Subscribe, comment, like, all that on YouTube right now. Repost, Mula the podcast. When you see us, like your shit. You know what I'm saying? I posted a video, you know what I'm saying, last week, and it was like, why you not famous yet? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, because you ain't liking my shit, bro. Y'all ain't liking our shit. Y'all ain't commenting. Y'all ain't sharing. Y'all ain't liking our shit, bro. So go and like our shit. Subscribe, all that. Trap Goku salute, Nat Moss salute, and we checking out Mula the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now tune in to the motivated, underrated legends of Atlanta, you heard?
Yeah. Yeah.